10 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting. Monday, September 13th. Let the record show that we do have quorum. Everyone being present. Well, please stand for pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comments? Any further comments?
No, Your Honor, there's none.
First item is approval of minutes.
Your Honor, on this one, I was asked to table it, motion to table. Second.
Moved and second to table. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the vendors list.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. You should have a copy of the new vendor list in front of you. We reviewed the list and I recommend that you approve.
I do so move you. Second, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next thing is the claims.
Yes, sir. Again, you should have a copy of the claims in front of you. We've reviewed those claims and we recommend that you approve.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On the reports, if it's all right with the court, I'd like to move to the treasurer's report first. Mr. Gonzalez, please, shortly.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have my report for the month of August 2021. If you could follow along with me, on the general fund, we have an ending balance of $3,039,115.31. On the road and bridge, we have a ending balance of $891,146.14. The enterprise funds, the ending balance is $626,243.46. On the special district funds, or the drainage district, we have $3,249,586.02, which brings the grand total ending balance at $7,806,090.93. Are there any questions, please?
Let me ask you something. Based on your report there, how does it look for the ending of the year, of this budget year?
From what I see, Commissioner, we're doing, well, you are doing very well. You should have a very good, healthy balance.
What are your expectations? $500,000?
As far as that, more or less, yes. Yeah.
That's expenditures under the revenues that we had, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
$500,000.
$1 million.
General and road and bridge.
General and road and bridge.
Is that correct, Judge?
I think it's a little more than $500,000 because the jail came in really strong.
Okay.
So just the jail brought in excess of $500,000. I think theirs was about $700,000. So I think we should be closer to $1 million than $500,000.
Okay. Yeah.
But $500,000 is a good conservative.
Yeah. What was this?
No.
And you.
Thank you, Mr.
to excuse Your Honor, please.
Qué apuro ya.
Hombre, escuela nunca aprendió. Okay, well, let's go back to the gas department.
Morning, Your Honor and Commissioners. Before you should have the gas report. If you have any questions, let me know. I now the department is getting ready for Railroad Commission audit. I spoke to the manager, Ms. Yadi, and they should have everything in place. They're prepared to receive the people from Railroad Commission. Any questions?
Any questions on the gas? We did make a profit, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next is the transfer station.
Yes, Judge and Commissioners, again, before you, you should have the report for the transfer station. I'm happy to see that we also have a profit in that department.
Ms. Reina, how is it going with the lawsuit that, remember? The burning?
It's already been filed.
You filed the lawsuit,
Yes.
but we haven't had
Anything yet?
nada. So
No.
we might go to court.
No, no, one.
O sea, en la quemada.
No.
Okay, Pat.
Any
Yeah, I
questions?
think it was just filed a week or so ago.
About a week ago, yes, sir.
We're suing the insurance company.
Yes.
Okay, truck.
Well, I think they need to sue everyone involved, including the garbage and everyone, but what we're trying to get is the insurance company, because they haven't made any effort to negotiate with us. Any other question?
Who's the attorney we got for that?
Julian Gomez.
Julian Gomez.
Calcetines rojos.
Any other question? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The tax office, I don't see anyone here. Report. I guess we can go through it and have any questions we have. The office. County Clerk, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners.
Good morning.
Report's right in front of you. We apologize for that. We had a little hiccup at the office this past week, but we were able to get it out. Our total due for the treasurer is $34,402.30. I'm going to highlight just a couple of things. Records management, we had 6,854 copies, 1,950. Records archive, 6,534. And then courthouse security was 641. And then whatever we give to the general fund was 16,616, and that's the total of 34. Keep in mind, we did start with the marks and brands. Started as of August 31st, and it's going to go all the way to February of next year of 2022. You can find that on the county's webpage under co.starr.tx.us under the county clerks. Just print it out and then bring it into the office. That's going to be for everybody that has marks and brands that needs to renew. It'll be $26, and once the time passes, if they have not renewed it, then it's up for grabs for anyone else. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, Your Honor, Commissioners. This is the projected revenues for the month of August 2021. The City of Rio Grande brought in revenues for $150, Rowan PD for $30, AUSA Solutions $1,500, Marshall Transport Services $6,103, Marshall Medical Services $379, Marshall Services $71,280, Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office $189,000 with $300, for total revenues for $268,742. The count for September the 1st, 2021, we had federal inmates 39, Hidalgo was 95, Starr County local inmates 85 for total house 219. The average count for the month was 42 federals and 102 Hidalgo. The difference between August 2020 and August 2021 is a difference of $173,911, more than last year. At this time, we're at, excuse me real quick, total revenues collected so far, we're at $3,073,479. And at this time last year, we in excess of $685,031. That is my report.
Any questions? Like I mentioned a while ago, the jail came in really strong, and hopefully the closing month, if it comes anywhere close to that average, we should be over 900,000 over projected revenues.
We're coming in strong this month as well, so we should have a good ending for the month of September. Yes, sir. We raised the count a little bit. We have some open beds we can fill up.
That's very good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
International bridge.
Your Honor, for this month, we show an increase of 48,000 for the month of August 2021 compared to the month of August 2020. We show an increase of 8,362 with 50 cents on collections for the month of August 2021 compared to the month of July 2021. So our bridge did go up. I believe due to the school opening and stuff like that. That's why we probably have some increase with. And if our bridge opens up completely for Mexico, that also would show an increase, but of course, I don't know.
It's really amazing that we're doing this well when the bridge is closed.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Pero si Estados Unidos le abre a México, we should have more of an increase, but we don't know when that's going to happen. So we're doing all right.
Any questions? Any questions? Auditor, Mr. Perez.
Good morning again, Judge Commissioners. You should have a copy of my report for the month of August 2021. On page 1, part 1 reflects the reconciled balances of the general fund at $2,976,214.11, the road and bridge fund at $862,423.94, and the payroll clearing fund at $149,220.55. Part 2 of the expenditure report for the general fund as of August 31st, 2021, as a percent of the year elapsed. As of August 31st, 335 days are elapsed, or 91.78%. In summary, the general fund amount expended year to date is $16,740,468, or 87.46%, and falling below the 91.78% for the year elapsed. Breakdown of several departments are reflected at the bottom of page 1 and continue through page 2. Those departments exceeding the 91.78% are reflected in bold. On page 3, part 3 reflects the expenditure report for the road and bridge fund as of August 31st, 2021. In summary, the road and bridge fund amount expended year to date is $4,878,905, or 79.54%, which falls way below the 91.78% for the year elapsed. And below that, you've got a breakdown of some of the departments within the road and bridge consolidated fund. The remainder of page 3 and continue through page 4, we have a year-to-date summary of the revenue reports for the general fund and the road and bridge fund. Year-to-date revenues collected are $16,650,201, or 86.99%, and $6,043, or 97.82%, respectively. Page 5 reflects a summary of revenues and expenses for the enterprise funds as of August 31, 2021. International Bridge reflects revenues of $1,619,470, with expenditures of $1,525,643, an excess of $93,827. The gas operating system reflects year-to-date revenues of $958,103, with expenditures of $763,970, an excess of $194,133. And finally, the solid waste transfer station reflects year-to-date revenues of $1,322,891, with expenditures of $1,440,837, which reflects a deficit of $117,946. Out of that, approximately $96,000 is an amount of encumbrance for hauling costs. So that should reduce that number. Plus, I believe we've got some grant funds that are not reflected in there that will be adjusted at year end and should hopefully reflect a positive number on that one. Finally, on page 6, you have a summary of the debt owed as of August 31st, 2021. The total current balance is $1,480,159. And that's the end of the report. Any questions?
Any questions?
How are we doing with the audit?
I believe the 2019 audit should be completed within the next couple of weeks. We're hoping, we have been told August 15th, but circumstances prevented that, and they extended it some, and I think the last word we got was mid-month of September.
September 15th.
So we'll be okay?
As far as the 19, the 20 we're working on, we're hoping to have that to the external auditors by the end of this year, the end of December.
Any other questions?
No other questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 8, and this is an action item to take action to extend the declaration of the local disaster to public health emergency. This is the one that we do every, I think, once a month, and this is just to keep us actively so that if there's any monies available, we're entitled to apply for.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9 is to approve or adopt the Starr County budget for year 21-22. This is the budget that you all have seen before. The only minor difference that are there from the ones that you had, Mr. Pettis and I sat down, and there were really line items that we moved from one line item to another, but the number of dollars for each department remained the same. So I think it's a very it's a good budget, you know, conservative budget, and I recommend that it be adopted.
Motion to approve, Your Honor. Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
For the public, this budget will be posted, or will be filed with the county clerk, and I don't know if we will put it, does it go on our webpage? It does. So, you know, the public can certainly go on there and look at the budget. Second item is to approve and adopt the tax rate. The proposed tax rate is a penny and a half less than what we taxed last year, and this was, even though it might not be very much, but hopefully it'll help offset some of the increasing values that we had due to a state auditing on values. So, you know, and I'm very proud of the court for doing this, because when most other entities are increasing taxes, we're decreasing. In today's times, that's unheard of, you know, for taxes to come down. So, you know, I do thank the court for that.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Second.
Moved and second, to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, as you are aware, we were asked to join and we approved the MPO, the Rio Grande Valley Metropolitan Planning Organization, and this is for transportation. What this does, this allows us to go in with Hidalgo and Cameron for the bigger bucks, you know, the multi-million-dollar projects. So, you know, of course, this was approved. Now we have one seat on the table, and you know, I'd like the court to consider, you know, if you would like for me to represent the court on that board, I certainly would be honored and you know, to represent you.
Motion to approve Judge Vera as a board member for the MPO.
Moved by Commissioner Peña, second. Second, Commissioner Garza. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12 is to approve the 2022 grant for the Public Defender Program for the Texas Indigent Defense. I believe you don't have copies of that. This is for the Tri-County, Starr, Duval, and Jim Hogg. They did keep us at the same rate of 50%. The state will pay 50%, and the other 3 counties will pay the other 50% based on percentages or per capita. I think our portion is $300 and some thousand. I don't recall the exact number, but it is in the budget.
Motion to approve, Your Honor. Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13 is a preliminary approval of La Noria's 6 at Rancho Domingo, Santo Domingo County.
Yeah, good morning. This is La Noria number 6, and we're asking for preliminary.
Mr. Garcia, since when did you receive this copies of the preliminary plan?
Which one? La Noria.
La Noria, or anyone, any one that you received?
That one I received about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Next time, when somebody presents either a preliminary or a final, that it's in my precinct, I like to see that before, when you get it, as soon as you get it. I haven't seen none of them until right now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and
Because
before you put,
once I get it, I send it to review. Once I get it to review, they correct it, then they bring it back.
but I want to see it.
Okay. That's
And
fine.
before you come in here and recommend an approval for final approval, I need for you to go pick me up and we're going to walk through every,
Okay.
okay?
Yes, sir.
So I'll just move to approve the preliminary for La Noria.
Moved and second to do the preliminary approval for La Noria's. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next one is also a subdivision, and this is preliminary approval for Valentin Ranch Phase 1.
Yes, sir. This is Valentin Ranch Phase 1, and we're asking for preliminary 2.
Your Honor, at this time, I still stand on the same. I think we should wait until we do the drainage study and the drainage project to see how we're going to get those waters out of that colony.
Do you want a table?
Yes, sir. I'd like to wait until we get the study done, and because if we're going to switch water from one side to the other, we're just going to create another problem.
Only for Valentin.
Yeah, only for this one here.
Okay, so that's a motion?
Yes, sir.
Is there a table?
To table, right?
Until the study for drainage.
Okay, is there a second to the table?
I second.
Judge, may we approach?
I'm sorry?
May we approach on this item?
I'm sorry, I have a motion and a second, and according to Robert Rules of Order, once that happens, we cannot hear discussion from the public, it's only the court. So, sorry about that, but, you can meet with us at any other time. I have a motion and a second, all in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
To table this?
To table. Okay, item 15 is to accept the resolution adopting realignment of precincts. John?
Yes, sir. I think you also have the resolution on y'all's packages. I think every commissioner agreed. My understanding with the new alignments,
¿Cuándo va a empezar esto? El realign.
as soon as we
Como decir, ya entonces yo el lunes ya van a
as soon as all commissioners court passes, it adopts to the county. We filed it and we're going now. We're
you're
just
gonna file it first and then everything. So se va a tardar.
as soon as you all agree here,
¿Tú estás de acuerdo?
Is that the same line we saw?
everything, sir.
¿Todos están de acuerdo? Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Moved and second to approve, discussion.
Hijo, no. ¿Querías más terreno? ¿Qué
All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 is to approve declaration of surplus inventory from the gas landfill department to dispose of county vehicles. It's a Nissan and a Dodge pickup.
Dispose, ¿le van a tirar o auction? ¿Qué van a hacer?
No, we're going to start. We're going to option.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Moved in second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 17 is a donation in the amount of $942.50, and this is to the food pantry precinct 1. Is there a motion to accept?
No, Kiko. No, entonces no. ¿Para precinct 2 y precinct 3 o qué? Make the motion.
Moved in second.
Yes.
Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Items
18 to 43, Judge.
18 to 43 are budget amendments. Mr. Pettis.
Yes, sir, we've reviewed those amendments. They're all in order. They're all within their departments.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Moved in second to approve. Any discussion? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I've got 1025 in pursuant to section 551.74. We will now go into executive session to discuss order of salaries. It's 11:15 and we're back in open session. The only thing we had to discuss was order of salaries.
Motion to approve, Your Honor. Second.
Moved and second to approve as presented. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to. I do the one.
Moved and second. All in favor, please say aye.